All right, so family, today I'm going to talk to you guys about a question. Are you in love with the idea of being a success? Are you in love with the idea of being a success? Drop yes if you are, drop no if you're not in the chat. Drop yes if you are, drop no if you are not in the chat. Are you in love with the idea of being a success? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, I want to inform you that was a trick question. I want to inform you that that was a trick question. I want you to fall out of love with the idea of being a success. Hear me out. Hear me out. I want you to fall out of love with the idea of being a success. And I want you to focus on the truth that you are already a success. See, one mode of thinking is comfortable with the way things are. If you're only in love with the idea of being a success, right? Then that just means you're happy to be here. You're happy to participate, right? We ain't here to participate. We're here to elevate, right? And the other mode of thinking affirms what you already are, which will change your behavior and ultimately produce the person that's within you right now, that has everything that they ever dreamed of. That person is in you right now. I want you to understand that. That person is in you right now. Life changes from the inside out, not from the outside in, right? The video that I showed at the beginning of this Zoom, when Oprah was holding the string, his instructions was think about moving the thing at the end of the string. Think about moving it. And then it moved. Your life changes from the inside out. Whatever you focus on, whatever level you vibrate on, right? Life does not change from the outside in. It starts on the inside, and then you express what's on the inside of you. That's where the results come from. What you got to realize is this. You already, right now, right? You already possess everything you need to manifest exactly what you want. You were born with it, which really means everybody living, breathing right now, you were born a success. But a lot of people walk around and are not aware of it. And you can't take advantage of something you're not aware of. You cannot take advantage of something you're not aware of. This idea of awareness is so important to understand. You cannot take advantage of what you're not aware of. Like if you knew the bank that you were about to walk in was about to get robbed, would you go into the bank? No, you wouldn't. But you cannot take advantage of what you're not aware of. If you knew that, if you knew something, there's a bank account right now in your name that has $1 million in it. but you don't have the bank account number and you don't know what bank it's in. Can you go get the money? No, because you don't have the bank account number and you don't know where the money is. You're not even aware of the money. So how can you apply something in your life that you don't know exists? If you don't recognize the truth, right, then you can't take advantage of the truth. If you don't, well, Paris said it like this on Sunday. That is the best call of the year. He said this on Sunday. He said, if you don't define what the truth is, you'll fall for any lie. So there's many people walking around right now that don't understand you were born successful. And what do I mean by this? Every person has 6 higher faculties that make you human. Okay? First one is memory. Memory. You use your memory to remember the past for a specific reason. See, when you have an incorrect relationship with the past, you become a prisoner to your memory. That's not the way God designed it. The point of remembering the past is to learn from it and grow from it, and to draw from experiences, previous experiences, to create a better future. That's the correct relationship with your memory, right? Second one is the imagination. Your imagination is supposed to be used to design and pre-play the future to manifest it. You can have anything you imagine. Everything in whatever room you're in right now that you see with your eyes was a thought in somebody's mind. The very structure that you're sitting in was a thought in somebody's. Do you understand what I'm saying? The very environment you're in right now was a thought in somebody's mind. Somebody planned it, built it, and now you're in the room that you're in right now. You are literally existing in people's thoughts, manifested. You have that same power. You can imagine, pre-play things for your future and manifest it. All right. Perception, the third one, perception. You use it to see things the way that it will benefit your life. If you have the incorrect perception on things, it could be so detrimental. Some people use their perception so incorrectly. And because they have a pessimistic way of thinking, a perverted way of thinking when it comes to dreams, goals, and ideas, they create things in their mind and they see things incorrectly. And that becomes a hindrance to their success. All because they look at things incorrectly. See, you have to use your perception to see things the way it will benefit your life. The fourth one, intuition. Intuition. Your gut feeling is your God feeling. That sense that you were born with. You can sense danger. You ever been somewhere minding your business and you feel somebody looking at you? Drop a 7 in the chat. You've ever been in that situation. You've been in an environment and you feel somebody looking at you. Can I ask you a question? How do you feel somebody looking at you? And watch this, drop a number 8 if you were right. Drop a number 8 in the chat if you were right. How in the world do you feel somebody looking at you? Isn't that powerful? You have a God-given gift, intuition. It's a tool that you can actually increase. It's a skill that you can get better at, intuition. And in business, you can actually use that skill You'll be at a store and you'll get that feeling. It could be 10 people in the line, but you'll get a feeling that you need to talk to one person. And how many times have you passed that person and not followed that intuition? That person could have been the person that go all the way to Chairman 750 with you. But because you did not sharpen the tool of your intuition, because you don't submit to that feeling. Isn't it weird how we submit to incorrect feelings, but we don't submit to the right ones? Isn't that weird? Oh, I just don't feel like it's working. I wonder why it's so easy to submit to the negative idea, but it's hard for you to submit to the positive idea. Intuition. Just trying to give you some things to think about. That's the fourth higher faculties you were born with. The fifth one, the reasoning, reason. You have the ability to think. I want you to start practicing thinking. What are your thoughts like? What are your thoughts like, right? On a consistent basis. What are your thoughts like? If we have, in a span of a day, in the course of a day, how many positive thoughts do you have? Are you thinking on purpose? Are you, watch this, are you meditating on what you want, or are you meditating on what you don't want? Are you meditating on the imagination, the idea that you created that you fell in love with? Or are you meditating on what it is right now? The conditions of your business right now, the conditions of your trade account right now. See, if you're doing that, you're using your reason incorrectly. Think about what you want. Focus on what you want. Just like the gentleman instructed Oprah. I want you to focus. He gave her an instruction. I want you to focus on moving the thing at the end of the string exactly as I tell you to. He gave her an instruction and her mind focused on it, and it happened in seconds. Did it take days? Notice this. Did it take days? Did it take years? That video was 3 minutes long. That's how powerful your reasoning mechanism is. You can start focusing on something and immediately produce results. This is not something that has to take forever, y'all. I need you to understand that, right? You might have been struggling for an entire year to hit Platinum 150. You can start focusing on it right now and hit Platinum 150 in the next 2 hours. Just by changing your perception, your imagination, right? Using your intuition and using your reason. And the last one is the will. The will. The ability to focus on one thing and turn off all outside noises. That's your will. Your will is the ability to focus on one thing. Did I say 2? Did I say 5? Did I say 10 things? The ability to focus on one thing and turn off all outside noises. See, what you decide is going to be, that's what's going to be. What you decide is going to happen, that's what's going to happen. Your will, your ability, this is an ability that you can develop. You can develop strong, unshakable will, right? The ability to focus. Training of the year, I'm telling y'all. That Believe Bigger Faster call from Sunday, I've listened to it 3 times already. I'm telling you, that was the training of the year. The ability to focus on one thing and turn off all outside noises. Divorce every negative thought concerning what you want. What I'm really describing is obsession. See, that's why I want you to fall out of love with the idea of success. And I want you to get obsessed with the fact that you are a success. You're not trying to become a success. You are a success. You have everything you need. Everything you need right now. And if you take these 6 higher faculties and you develop them, you focus on developing them, whatever you put your mind to, whatever 5 reasons why, whatever you write down on a piece of paper, it's going to happen. But you got to develop these faculties for the rest of your life. That's all Bob Proctor did. He learned about these higher faculties. He learned about these principles of manifestation. And now he's 86 years old with more energy than everybody on this call combined because he figured it out. Be a success right now. Be it. Stop trying. People who try don't win. I ain't never seen somebody who tried win. Only winners I've seen are the ones who decided to win. Be it. Right? What? Calm down, Charles. Life as currently constructed is not the best version of you. And if there is any idea you need to fall in love with, it's the idea of the best version of yourself. I mean, you need to fall in love with you. Fall in love with you, right? But not the current version of you. Fall in love with that perfect version of you. Dare I say perfect version of you. The version of you, when you walk into a room, people know it. The version of you, when you speak, people listen. The version of you, when you say something's going to happen, thousands of people believe your word because you've proven that what you say you're going to do, you do it. You're a high executor. You execute at a high level. You don't just do work. You do work and get results. You don't live life without a schedule because you're booked, busy, and productive. You're winning at everything it's like everything you touch just turns to gold. Everything you do, you win. That version of you is literally inside of you right now. But you got to fall in love with that person, right? You got to get a deep focus on who that person is, right? Close your eyes, imagine that person, visualize that person every single day, right? Get in love with that version of yourself, open your eyes, and express that vibration right now today. Express those activities of that person right now today. And the more you practice that, the better your results will be. Watch. Myself and Christina are living, walking testimonies of this. I was the person who, when I talk to people, not even 3, I would say we've been at this since 2012. So it's been 9 years. I would say 8 years, 7 years ago, I was the person, right? I was the person that would talk to people about whatever business I was in, right? And me and Christina, we would talk to them. They'd be all excited. We look in the group and they join somebody else. That was me. I was the person who would put a post up and my wife and 2 other people would like it. And I was one of my wife, me, and 1 other person would like it. That was me. No following, no influence, no nothing. And I fell in love with the future version of myself. My wife fell in love with the future version of herself. We believed in ourselves. We kept going. And we're still at it. That's what you got to do. You got to decide to become the best version of yourself. And when you make that commitment, I want you to understand that perfect version of you, you'll always be striving for it. You'll never reach it, but you'll get better. You'll get better and better and better. David still has not reached, nobody reaches the perfect version of themselves. But guess what? Those results start coming. Come on, babe. Come on, babe. Tell them. Couldn't even get signed up. We were in a $7 program. It cost $7 to get started. Didn't get one sign up. It cost $7 to get started. Couldn't get one sign up. See, I'm telling you, this stuff works. I gotta move faster. Let me give you this. Right? See, I'm talking to you guys about the mentality of being in love with the idea of success versus being focused on being a success. And what happens is the people that are in love with the idea of success get caught up in activities that prepare you for income instead of doing activities that actually produce income. Let me show you the difference. There's income producing activities, and then there's activities that prepare you for income. But watch this, you got to do both of them every single day. But what people who are in love with the idea of success, what they do is they do the activities that prepare you for income and think that's doing work. Think that's going to progress them. But they never really do the income producing activities. Let me show you the difference, because I got to make you aware so you know, and then you can do better. Watch this. So the IPAs, the income producing activities, what do you think they are? Prospecting, peaking and passing, right? Presenting, plugging, promoting, right? And then there's income producing activities for trading. What do you think the income producing activities for trading are? There's only one: placing live trades. That's it. That's the income producing activity for trading. That's it, right? But then there's activities that prepare you for income. The activities that prepare you for income, watch this: posting on social media, adding new people to your social media, going live, right? And then there's activities that prepare you for income for trading: drawing on charts, attending trading set trainings, right? Getting on go live sessions, placing demo trades. See, all those activities prepare you for income. But only placing live trades makes you money. That's the only income producing activity. And what happens with people who are in love with the idea of success is they do the activities that prepare them for income, but never get to the actual activities that produce income. And when I say prospecting, let me make sure you understand what I mean. Prospecting is not talking to somebody about the business. That's not a prospect. When you're really prospecting, the person has seen the information and given you a yes or no. That's a prospect. See, that's another, like talking to people, that's just an activity that prepares you for income. That's not a IPA. Income producing activities get people in front of the information and collect yeses and nos. That's an income producing activity. Don't be busy. Be productive. Those 5 words can change your business all 2022. Don't be busy. Be productive. Fall out of love with the idea of success and be a success. Do the things that will actually make you a success, right? I'm talking about the expression of the success that you already are. I'm talking about the fruit, y'all. The fruit, the results. because you as an individual are born a success. We just talked about that. But now you got to express what you are and what you do, right? So David Imonitie, our senior mentor, has been in business for 16 years. He's at $1.8 million a month right now. Multiple $1-million trading days right now. How many of you are willing to put in 16 years to get to that level? Drop the number 16 in the chat if you're willing to put in 16 years to get to that level. Drop number 16 in the chat. Okay. I see y'all. So let me ask you this. It's 2021 right now. So in 2037, you'll still be here doing this? 2037. In 2037, you will still be here doing this? In 2037? You know what's funny? You know what's real funny? People in 2017 said the same thing. People in 2018 said the same exact thing. People in 2019, guess what? They said the same exact thing. People in 2020, guess what? They said the same thing. Y'all, people in 2021, guess what they said? The same thing. I'm in it. Chairman season, we going all the way. Let me ask you a question. What makes you different? What separates you from them? Watch this. Does your activity say you'll be here 16 years from now? What activities about, like, what about your actions say you'll be here? It's easy to drop it in the chat. See, like I said, people who are in love with the idea of success, they're happy to be here. They're happy to be here. They're happy to be on the Zooms. They're happy to read the books. They're happy to get on Go Live. They're happy to be on the trading sessions. They're happy to be here. What's your production like? What about you screams, I'm gonna be here? Come on, babe. Come on. That I listen, see, some of y'all still look at the IM bill like something's leaving when you pay it. You got to switch your perspective. That IM bill is the most important thing that me and my wife have outside of our ring. Why? Because I understand what I'm getting. It's not about what's leaving, it's about what's coming. And that's why our organization goes above and beyond everything that IM offers. We give y'all way more. But here's the thing, watch this. What if you fell in love with the vision and you started giving above and beyond more that was required? What do you think is going to happen to your income? I mean, just think about it. The jobs that you've had where you just showed up to get the paycheck, what happened? Most likely you're not there anymore, right? Why do you think this is any different? If you just show up just to show up, what makes you think you're going to get to the levels that you say you want if you're not willing to put in more than everybody else? Understand, the managers that you used to complain about, guess what? They were way more committed to that job than you were. Whether you liked them or didn't like them, they came early, they stayed late, the company saw something in them to elevate them. How you felt about them didn't matter. They had more in than you. They had more responsibility than you, which means they made more money than you. It's a success principle. If you want more, put in more. It's not about what the organization can do for you. What can you do for the organization? I'm talking about being a success. Like, fall out of love with this idea of being a success. Forget that. That ain't producing nothing. What makes you different than everybody else who said, I'm gonna be here? I want y'all to realize this. Leaders who was speaking to y'all ain't here no more. Watch this. Traders that made $20,000 in a few hours trading, saw it with my own eyes. They're no longer trading. What's going to separate you from those individuals? See, along this path, circumstances are going to come that are designed to make you stop. Are you strong enough? Are you committed enough to keep pressing forward when it gets tough? Because that's what it requires. I want y'all to remember something. A calendar is scheduled time. Your ultimate breakthrough in your life financially has a specific date in your future. And all you got to do is keep moving towards it. All you got to do is keep moving towards it. See, here's another question. In 2022, what do you have to do to make $10 million in 2022? Have you thought about it? I didn't say 1 million, 10 million. What do you have to do to make $10 million in 2022? Have you even thought about it? Have you planned for it? How can anything manifest unless you think about it first? You better put some different things on your mind. You better put some different things on your mind. You better start meditating on what you want, because it can't come into physical manifestation unless you first think about it. See, like the whole point of this call, the idea of success makes people excited. Being in the environment makes people excited. But being excited don't pay bills, y'all. It don't get you the life of your dreams. Being excited is a component of success, but it's not the component of success. And if you're excited, then guess what? That's a good thing. But if that excitement doesn't transition to production, you're in love with the idea of success. You're in love with the idea of success instead of focused on being a success, expressing who you are, falling in love with the future version of yourself, coming into the present, and then behaving like that person. Production will change your life. How are you moving your life forward today? What activities are you committed to do that will get you the results you want today and tomorrow and the next day and the next day? My wife is on this call right now. Babe, have we sacrificed birthdays? Have we sacrificed anniversaries? Have we sacrificed holidays? Have we worked on holidays? Have we worked on anniversaries? We at the dinner table eating dinner, on our phone signing people up. On her birthday, on June 3rd, 2020, on her birthday, we hit Chairman 10. Working at the table, celebrating her birthday. Y'all give it up for Lady Kingdom Cash, Christina Dyson. Stop playing with her. Drop some fire emojis in the chat for her. I want y'all to understand, man. This thing ain't for play. It's not for play. We on our anniversary, on her birthday, we had plans. And she did not want to do anything but work to hit our goal. Stop playing with her. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I'm gonna leave you a quote from Denzel Washington. It's really, really powerful. Denzel Washington said this. He said, I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. You would have thought he was talking about trading. You would have thought he was talking about building a business. This is an actor. I want y'all to understand who said this. This is a successful, world-renowned, A-list actor. Listen to this quote. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nothing. Right? He said, Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. He said, I'm sure in your experiences in school and in applying for college and picking your major and deciding what you wanted to do with your life, I'm sure people around you told you, make sure you have something to fall back on. But I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall on anything except my faith. True success requires focus. True success requires belief. If you want the physical manifestation of who you are, you're already a success. We have established that. If you want the physical manifestation of who you are, then there's some things that you have to do. Not say, not drop in the chat. There's some things you have to do. And the whole blueprint is given to you every single week. If you really believe that you will be and have everything that you want to be, everything you want to have, if you really believe you'll have it, guess what? We'll see it. We'll see it. You'll start expressing it. It'll show in the way you move. It'll show in your growth. It will show in the way you speak, the way you treat people, the way you behave. It will show. It will, and watch this. It won't just be us recognizing it. The people in your personal life will see it too. Your children will begin to see it. Your mom and dad will begin to see it. Your brothers and sisters will begin to see it. Everybody around you will begin to recognize the changes that's happening. Why? Because you're now vibrating from a higher frequency. You're behaving different. You are falling in love with the version of yourself that wins. And you're changing and becoming that person. And guess what? Then and only then will the fruits begin to show. When, y'all? When? Fall out of love with the idea of success. Be a success. That's all I got for y'all.